Rangers, welcome to the $7 podcast.
What's up, man?
Welcome to the $7 podcast. We're remote. I'm in an encampment deep within the La Mesa swamp to catch me a woolly booger.
And I'm eating cheese. Hopefully, you can hear it in the stream.
Oh, see, we're getting less and less good quality in this podcast. More and more, and now we don't even bother to meet up. We just
3 episodes in, and we just decided,
we're at the people's depression. We're just can't even afford the gas to come out here. No, it's not that. I'm on a deep secret mission.
A secret $7 mission, infiltrating.
I'm deeply encamped into enemy territory. If you hear a dog, it's the search dogs. But I'm so dedicated to the podcast that I'm, even though I'm on a mission to protect this country from Chinese infiltration of TikTok, by only reposting and saving TikToks of funny things like the Graham Barrett's School for Kids Who Like Trains. So yeah, how's your? We can handle the business. How's your week been? What you been up to?
It's been good. Just been working my muggle job, yucko.
Jeez, that's right, people. Y'all need to get on it. Make us famous so Kyle doesn't have to be a pencil pusher at the at the bank factory.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, if everybody watching, it's probably just my face, right?
I'm down in the corner in the little chat screen, and I can make myself bounce. I can bounce myself.
Follow the bouncing Kyle. Great. It's great. I love it. But yeah, I got a haircut. I had a drink at the barbershop. Had a haircut. And I fell asleep. Everybody's asking, what are you drinking at the barbershop? And, usually I just drink the blue liquid that the cones are in. But this time he had some booze for me.
He had an old fashioned, and then I go and I'm like, okay, we're trying to plan this podcast out because of the weather, and we're trying to do this remote, and he's not answering his phone. I'm like, oh no.
I'm taking a nap.
It's all right.
The roofies were good this time.
All right, good job.
Very nice. So yeah, did you bring anything for the podcast today?
I have one thing for the podcast.
Okay, you wanna get it out of the way, or
it's not that important.
Okay, because I have my little subject, but we can talk about yours first, and then
mine is let me pull it up. I'm eating cheese right now because my topic refers to cheese.
Oh. We love a theme.
The title of this says, Sacre Bleu. Cheese enthusiasts are mourning the possible extinction of brie cheese.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Let's see. Expand article. Back in February, the French National Center for Scientific Research, the CNRS, announced some pretty dismal news. Many of our favorite cheeses, including Camembert, brie, and various blue cheese varieties, are on the verge of extinction due to a collapse in microbial diversity.
Oh no. What are the charcuterie boards of the world going to have?
I don't know.
Just Gouda and cheddar now? God. What do we have in a Lunchable? Hey, Brie's pretty good, dude. Brie's not that bad.
Brie's pretty good, yeah. The issue centers on one specific strain of fungi called Penicillium camemberti,
Oh,
which is revered as the gold standard for brie and camembert. Because of its appetizing qualities, cheese itself contains its own ecosystem of molds, yeast, and bacteria that work in tandem to give cheese their signature funk.
yeah. All right.
So that's another thing, kind of like this kind of like Charlotte the Stingray. We got to keep our eye on the camembert.
Yeah. Can you actually? That's what. So why can't they make like put more like
More into
what?
it.
Do they know why the mold's dying? Or I feel like this is pretty
Let's
dire.
see. This is unfortunately most molds. Unlike most molds, Penicillium camemberti can't reproduce sexually with other fungi to create a new genetic diversity. As a result, cheesemakers have to clone it, but that has become increasingly difficult because of mutations that interfere with the fungi's ability to produce spores. Jean Ropar, an evolutionary biologist who works in a lab affiliated with the CNRS, told Vox that the at-risk cheeses won't disappear in an instant. Instead, they will be more and more difficult to produce.
So it's gonna drive the cheese prices up.
I know.
This is this sounds like terrorism to me.
Like
Who's killing the mold?
like I think cheddar and Monterey Jack isn't going anywhere, but like Breeze, blue, like they said at the beginning of the article, like blue cheese. I like when I go get some wings. I'm out getting wings. I like to eat blue cheese. Like get the
Yeah.
little
Okay,
feta chunks in there.
a little bit of blue cheese. Ooh, I like going to Mod Pizza and getting some gorgonzola and blue cheese.
Oh yeah, here we go.
That's the end of the world. I'm gonna cry a big cry if they don't save the thing.
I'm gonna drop myself down here real quick.
Whee!
I'm back.
Cool.
Cool.
Word. Well, that's alarming. We're living in really really in alarming times.
Unprecedented.
We're living in unprecedented times. The cheese boards of the world, the charcuterie boards of the world, um, baby showers and fancy get-togethers are in danger of not having
Fancy cheese.
any charcuterie anymore. Like, what are we gonna put our HEB slices of pepperoni with?
Yeah, I guess cheddar now. Some.
Oh,
I think that if this cheese dies out, it's gonna make like the Wisconsin cheeses, like they're gonna become more sought after.
ooh, maybe that's it. Wisconsin's out there trying to fight to destroy the French
Yeah,
cheese.
all the Wisconsinites are like, down with cheese.
The the Monger the they're gonna have the Mongol War, not the Mongol, the Monger War.
The cheesemonger war of 2024.
Hey, that's got a nice ring to it,
Here we
actually.
go. Write that down. We coined it here first.
That's right. I'm trying to go to school to be a folklorist, so
That's right. We're
that
writing
guy's a
it.
cert.
We're
I'm
writing
writing
your.
I'm writing American folklore.
That's right. God bless them.
The Cheesemonger War of 2024.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
gonna be whole classes dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Whole university courses. So can we get a so you brought it up, can we get a Google on the old Charlotte the Stingray?
Yeah. I
Can
got
we get an
you.
update? I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen much since I went blind, but um, trying to I'm worried about when I can get my first shark ray or Stingray Jesus. Either way.
Fans of Charlotte the Stingray are patiently waiting for her to give birth to her pups. The Stingray has captured hearts all around the world since the news of her mysterious pregnancy was announced. This is just like a bunk article.
Dang it.
Um,
In our culture, of just short clips, nobody's following up on these news stories. Sorry, a bug landed on me.
let's see.
Are we? What we got going on? We,
Nothing has been born yet, but they released an ultrasound.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, does it? What do we know? What do we see? What do we got? This is breaking. Breaking news. Ultrasound of Charlotte the Stingray. 4 episodes in, we're following this news story weekly for all our listeners, our kids listeners.
Well, you'll be sad to tell you this. Charlotte became pregnant asexually, debunking initial claims of shark stingray hybrid.
I'm not bummed. That's shark Stingray Jesus.
Yeah, so stingray, they.
I'm one of the 3 wise men of the Stingray Jesus. I need to bring gold. I need to bring gold, myrrh, and frankincense to this little guy.
So the parthenogenesis that you said previously, that's how it happened.
Art, yeah.
Yeah, you're a real stingray fisherman.
Who would have thought that
Who'd
I'm
have
such
thunk
a
it?
smart ray man?
You're Raymond.
Still no shark rays, but Stingray Jesus is upon us.
I mean, they haven't been born yet, and I mean, they haven't technically.
The chance isn't zero.
The chance isn't. I don't think the chances are zero. Like, what if we genetically test them and it just does have shark DNA? You know?
Yeah, that's big Stingray trying to keep us from knowing that there is a shark ray out there.
That's right.
That's right. You know what? Those big giant stingrays kind of scare me. Like Mr. Ray and Nemo. Like the biggins.
They scare you? They're just like floating pancakes.
I know, but like, it's frightening. The ocean frightens me.
The ocean does frighten me as well. I agree.
This screaming I keep hearing out here is frightening me too.
You hear screaming?
Yeah, like a shriek.
Oh.
I may get snatched up. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard something.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's just a dog, but like, we don't like that noise.
$7 podcast exclusive. Man gets eaten by woolly booger.
Yeah, jeez Louise. So we covered, the collapse of the French cheese economy. Charlotte the Stingrays, gonna be sainted for Stingray Jesus. And I'm gonna get eaten by a dog man. That's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
This is fine, dude. The government's gonna try to cover us up.
You're gonna have
footage of me getting attacked by a dogman.
If you could see how I have this set up to where we can record, like, it would be only the most ironic thing, like unprofessional thing, like that's how you caught a dog man.
No, that's okay. That's how it's meant to be. Like, all these fancy rigs they got, and then just 2 guys, like some blind guy on an iPhone SE catches unrevocable. Like, I just put the dog man in a headlock and
give it the people's elbow.
Put him in the Hell Camino and fight him.
That's right.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to plug my phone in.
Okay. Well, you can take your phone with you wherever.
Well, I have my charging brick, but I don't know about the audio quality of me. Like,
okay. Well, they're just gonna have to get used to it. All right.
All right. Done. I did it.
We're good.
Can you tell? Did you tell?
I can tell you're charging. Yeah.
Word. Wow. Well, like I was saying on that live stream we did, I want the podcast to just be us recording our nonsense phone calls that we do. Even though that we still make those nonsense phone calls, but it's like a science, like It's like a science lab, a controlled nonsense phone call. Usually we're just shouting microaggressions and stream of consciousness. Like, nobody needs to hear what we actually say on our phone calls, but, we prepare for these podcasts.
That's right.
I know we don't act like it, but we do put thought into this.
$7 worth of thought.
So we put whole thought into this. Just one. Well, I'm going to transfer it. Now that we're talking about it, we do now have the ability to live stream. So I'm going to announce it now. We don't have a day picked out yet, so comment what day works best for. Comment everything, just comment what day works for best for you, and we'll see.
We're open to suggestions. So if you want to be if you specifically want to be the person to pick what day we live stream, to get on there and comment. You can actually comment on the live stream itself because it's posted to the account.
How long does that stay up?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, comment on the live stream. We're gonna call it the $7 Peep Show.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to take a look into what our brains are actually like if we're live streaming. And we do this podcast in one take. We don't edit anything out. It's just, fast, loose, beautiful $7 sausage.
That's right.
Yeah. So, what the main point is what I've been looking at. The one effort I put into this week's episode is gonna be about Denny's.
I'll bounce my video.
Bounce. Oh yeah. So, we're being the $7 boys that we are. We like ourselves a good Denny action.
That's right.
You spend a lot of time there in college, not studying or doing anything. You would go to play a lot of Magic.
We played a lot of Magic the Gathering over at Denny's.
Yeah, like are you really a nerd if you don't have some syrup on your playmat?
Yeah. Are you truly one of the hente if you don't have syrup on your dice?
And you just lick your finger and wipe it off.
There you go. Yeah.
Come on. So I just, we can just talk a little bit about it, but I do have some not fun facts, but just some facts about Denny's that we can intersperse.
Okay.
I honestly, I remember the first time I ordered. I don't know why Denny's has such a special place in my heart. Probably because I'm going to have a heart attack from eating there, but I remember the first thing I ordered at Denny's. Do you?
I do not.
Dang, dude. I remember I got the Grand Slamwich.
The Grand Slamwich.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why it's stuck into my brain that I ordered that. That's what the first thing I ordered at Denny's was a Grand Slamwich.
I don't know if you have this fact, but I have a fact about the Grand Slam.
Oh, what is that? Lay it on me, brother.
Let me get it up here. Let me pull it up.
Pulling it up. Let me just whip this out. Ah! That's for the Peep Show. Word.
Let's see. There's a reason it's called the Grand Slam. Hall of Famer Hank Aaron is considered one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
Oh.
Over his career, he built 755 home runs, passing the previous record set by Babe Ruth, and keeping his until someone else nabbed the title in 2007.
Oh.
Let's see. So when Hammer and Hank retired in 1976, Denny's decided to honor him the best way they knew how, by creating a new breakfast option.
Ah.
There you go.
Very good. See? Shout out to Hank Aaron's, the man. I mean, if Denny's is watching this, if they have a way to just know that somebody's talking about them, they want to sponsor us, I'll gladly take your money.
I'll wear a Denny's t-shirt. No problem.
I'll get Denny's tattoo if I got to.
I'll
Uh,
proudly say sponsored by Denny's right across my
yeah,
chest.
yeah. Just right. Get me a Denny's tramp stamp.
Yeah, you get Den and I get E's.
Yeah, like the Tenacious D birthmarks on their butts. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
we'll
like
line them up.
gasp.
One of my
But the same,
co one of my coworkers sent me that sent me the first half of it and was like, "This is might be strange to tell you this, but I do have a birthmark, and it's just kind of crazy how it looks." And then
yeah.
I sent back the other half, and I was like, "No way!" My coworker thought that I was about to call HR, but I
No
was,
way. You're like, it's here. It's happening. Which coworker?
it's my work neighbor Claudia.
Uh, it was, but it was only a foot on your feet. It wasn't that weird, guys. Calm down.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, well, the first little fact, it started in California, and the Denny's, and it used to be called Danny's Donuts.
Whoa,
Yeah, that's a fun little fact.
Danny's Donuts.
Yeah, it was a little donut shop, but they moved to being
Yeah,
uh,
from what I read, it started as a donut shop, but then one of the people who started the donut shop left, so then it went to Danny's Donuts, and they started becoming more of like a coffee shop, like a
yeah,
coffee.
it was like donuts, coffee, like Danny's coffee.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like eventually it became Denny's.
Oh, good. Jeez Louise, what? I think my blood sugar's going low. Hold on, I have to pause. Pausing the podcast. Medical alert.
Medical emergency.
Oh, jeez Louise, we may have to pause the. Yeah, I'm going low.
Well, let's just take me with you. The people want to know.
People want to know. I'm just gonna go inside the crib and get a juice. I think everybody has to be quiet. I think everybody's going to sleep in here.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Okay, I just turned your volume down. Going down, down. Smile, you're on camera. Yeah. You're actually being featured on the $7 podcast right now. Yeah. If you're talking to me, I'm just getting a juice because I'm low. This is good content, everybody. Just don't say anything incriminating. We won't talk about
The Tannerite.
we won't talk about the murders, the treasure that we buried.
Oh, One Eye Willie's treasure, huh?
The what?
It's a One Eye Willie's treasure.
Yeah. my one-eyed snake's treasure.
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey.
You know. I'm the $7 Zordon. That's a good a good shirt idea. Put that down.
Write that down.
Write that down. We make all our best creative decisions while recording. Okay, back to the lab. That was great. I'm glad you all got to witness that.
Now I'm jealous. Now I want to get over.
Let me turn the volume back up on my phone so I can hear the madness.
Yep. Diboja.
The guy like, I'm playing Pringle and rum for 7 days until something happened.
We're going to watch a man chug a apple juice. This is podcasting at its finest.
Yeah. Gotta love some juice. Welcome to diabetes, everybody.
See, I think we should leave it in there.
Crack a cod and go on with your day.
That's right.
Yep. See, but that's why Denny's needs to sponsor us, because
Can't go low with the hash browns, the lumberjack slam down the hatch, dude.
with unlimited pancakes, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They could give me one free meal a month, and that would be enough.
Yeah, that'd be all I need. Because I would go in there and get the lumberjack slam and eat for 2 meals.
That's right.
I love the lumberjack slam.
I'll do it up too. If they start sponsoring us, I'll go in there dressed as a lumberjack.
Yeah, I'll dress as Denny.
Denny himself.
I'll get one of the. You know how they have like the suits that are like the sports logos.
Yeah.
The like I'll get a Denny's suit. I might just get that just for clout.
I mean, might just be something cool to get.
Yeah. Like, what's up, Denny's?
Another fact that I have here about Denny's is in Denny's you can get a $300 breakfast.
A what?
A $300 breakfast.
Tell me more. I might do this.
Let's see. To make the first New York City location of the restaurant chain stand out, the Grand Cru. Let's see. All right, that's just what that. So it's the Grand Cru Slam combo was added to the menu for $300. You get a bottle of Dom Perignon. Is that how you say that?
Dom Perignon.
Perignon Premium Cru. Oh, is that how you say the champagne? Cru?
I don't know.
Cru or Cru. So the real champagne people are shaking their heads. Clearly not a champagne guy.
Yeah. I drink sparkling grape juice. That's what I drink.
Yeah, so Dom Perignon, Premier Cru Champagne, and 2 Grand Slam breakfasts.
Oh. That's pretty good.
So it's 2 Grand Slams and a $300 bottle of champagne.
That's good. We should do that on the pod.
I honestly could see me and my wife doing that. Like, no lies. Like
the podcast will sponsor it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it would be.
Get an Amex business. We can.
Hello, Amex business.
And that's in New York.
Yeah, it's in New York.
Rats. I need to go back to New York. I just saw a fact about rats. I know this is just not really related to Denny's, but like
that's fine. Well, sometimes it is.
I'm worried. Like, New Orleans Police Department. Their evidence locker has been overrun by rats.
Oh no!
And they have to move. They're moving the. I'll have to move the office. Like, it's so bad they're moving buildings.
This place full of rats now.
There's just so many rats here, we can't. But like, imagine like Crack Rat.
Wow.
Like Cocaine Bear's evil brother is Crack Rat.
Maybe Crack Rat, or maybe like there's some like ooze in there that'll make Splinter.
Yeah, like a bunch of pothead rats and turtles and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabungus.
I thought you were talking about like Ivan Ooze because I was the $7 Zordon.
Yeah.
Who are Power Rangers gonna be? Or you're the Red Ranger.
I'm the Red Ranger.
Blakely, he's gonna be on the pod eventually. He's gonna be the Pink Ranger.
There we go. Daigle was one of the first hosts. He gets to be a ranger.
Yeah, we'll have to let him pick his.
Yeah.
Color though.
He'll be the.
Blakely doesn't get a choice though.
No, Blakely's being the Pink Ranger whether he likes it or not.
He would gladly be it though. I just know.
He openly admitted that he only watched episode 1 and then went on with his life.
Yeah, so he gets to be the Pink Ranger.
He's Pink Ranger.
Honestly, but like from Mighty Morphin, the Pink Ranger's kind of hot. So I don't know if he should get that honor.
No, he can be Pink Ranger.
Yeah, he'll be fine. But yeah, so far it's you, Daigle, and Blakely are all going to be the $7 Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Write in if you want to be a.
Yeah, write in your favorite Power Ranger.
Yeah. Let's see, what other I watched it. I saw this TikTok. Maybe I need to. I saved it too. But the Japanese Denny's is like a fine dining experience.
Really?
Yeah, and like you can get like filet mignon there, and like you have to make reservations, and like it's like a whole thing. I'll have to send you the TikTok. But the Japanese Denny's is a fine dining experience.
Just
The
say
American Denny's are a fine dining experience too.
we'll have to do like the Japanese $7 podcast.
Yeah, because I've been doing a lot of research about Japanese too, and, like about traveling in Japan as a blind person, and honestly, it's not too bad.
That's good.
like,
I've got my Hiragana for Beginners book, and I'll buy some Rosetta Stone. You buy it once, and you get it for a lifetime, so we can just share it.
I'll just come over.
Yeah, we'll learn some Japanese together.
Yeah, we'll do the $7 pod from Japan.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we'll have our
Right.
katakanas on, like around
Yeah,
our little kimonos.
hell yeah. But we can't be like. I mean, maybe we can't be famous like the Paul brothers for being you know dickheads in Japan.
Nah, we'll be good.
I just want to go see the bioluminescence in Japan.
Where's that?
It's like I think it's closer to like Okinawa or something. But
Oh,
it's like on a beach, like they glows.
wow. We'll go there. That'll be where we do the podcast.
Yeah, on the beach. Have just some kaiju come out of the ocean and eat us.
It'll be like,
We
dun,
don't
dun.
taste good.
No.
We taste like Denny's.
Yeah, we taste like Denny's.
I mean, if I was a monster, I'd slurp you right up if you tasted like those breakfast sausages.
Heck yeah.
Very good. What else did I learn about Denny's? It's hard for me to take notes, so I have to like try to like memorize things. Like, ooh. Their headquarters are in Crackawaki. It's in South Carolina, and like I forget where. It's like Irving or something. They run out of South Carolina, and so we might need to go there. Go to the headquarters, Denny's headquarters. To
This fact says you can get married at Denny's in Las Vegas.
maybe that's where I should get married, remarried at.
There you go.
I've been wanting to go to Vegas.
I'm down.
There's so many travel plans for the pod. Somebody needs to write this down.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Like I said, we'll need to get the business credit card and just charge it to that.
Let's see, their busiest day of the year is Christmas Day.
I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Didn't they go to Denny's in Santa Claus?
Oh yeah, they might have.
That was just a diner that they went to.
I think it might have been Denny's. It definitely looked like a Denny's.
Like all the Japanese guys there.
Let's see. Let's say its most busiest day is December 25th, and yet in 1988, Denny's decided to do something different. They closed all but 6 of their restaurants on Christmas Day, even though they estimated that it would cost them $5 million in sales. Their reasoning: they wanted to give their 60,000 employees a break.
Very good.
Let's see. That act of goodwill caused a big problem for the restaurant, though. In order to close for the day, more than 700 of the restaurants had
Would you lose it?
I got it. Had to have locks installed.
Oh, jeez.
Many of them either didn't have locks at all, or the key had been lost decades ago, since the doors were always open.
Jeez.
So they had been open 24 hours, 365 days a year, so long that the key had been lost decades ago.
Well, you don't know how to lock this place down. That's awesome. That's called America right there.
That's all right.
Non-stop. Shout out to Denny's. I'm just waiting for the day for the senior deal.
Give me that senior discount.
I'm blind. Maybe they'll like bump it up for the old blind men.
There you go. Maybe.
I mean, I think that would be, honestly. You have a senior discount? Sir, you're 28. Well, I'm blind, so you get the blind discount.
You get the no C in your discount.
Yeah, nice.
No C in your.
It's just the same, but like they say it's a discount. It's like nice.
Yeah, it's a discount. They hand you your bill. It's double.
What?
He's blind. He can't see.
Like, dang it. It's like, I guess I'm gonna have to dine and dash.
Yikes.
Yeah. Very good. I had a lot of facts, but I don't remember any of them.
That's all right.
Why does this happen?
The largest franchise owner is a former Denny's waitress.
Ah. Okay, so you can franchise Denny's?
Yes.
We should open the $7 podcast, Denny's, dude.
I'm down. I'm so down for that. We'll have to figure out how much it costs.
Where do you apply? Did you apply on the...
I don't know.
Like, how do you start a franchise? Even. Alright, step 1, learn how to business.
Yeah, go to business school. Step 2, get a Denny's.
Step 2, Denny's. Step 3, success.
Step 3, profit.
We will record all our $7 podcasts in the Denny's.
There we go. Like that meme, what the fuck's up, Denny's?
Yeah. I will have a metal band come in there. There will be moshing at the Denny's.
At the Denny's.
That'd be awesome.
You'd have to, I mean, you can't close down, so you'd have to, like, section it off somehow.
I would just tell everybody, like, hey, this part is for the band, and, like, nobody would come in there unless you're there for... It's like the time we went to the women's clinic metal thing.
That's cool.
That was kind of like, where somebody like vampires would be. We just went to the... You want to tell that story?
Yeah, you can tell it.
Okay. Like, how did you figure... Like, I guess Daigle told you, huh?
Yeah, Daigle's band was playing there.
Shout out to Daigle. And, like, we just show up there. And, like, we come... I think we're, like, barely dressed in black. Like, we just roll up onto this decrepit old women's, like, hospital. Yeah. And, like... we were poor at the time, and we had to pay to get in. We had like dollar coins, so they were kind of tripping because we were just like two little like dwarves that appeared out of the night and paid in shekels, and paid in gold coin to get in. They thought they had to like. The guy was like biting it. He's like, "Is this legal tender?" It's like, "Yeah." Went in there and got thrown around.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I got thrown into the band a couple times.
But they never quit playing, so good for them.
Yeah. They just picked me up and threw me back.
It was awesome. The life and times of two broke dwarves.
Just two dwarves looking for our next quest. Our next $7 gig.
There we go.
Yeah. I'd do it all again. It'd be awesome. It's awesome. I'd have a video camera, though.
Yeah.
We'd have the best.
It's my turn to go get something to eat. Talk to the people.
Word. Well, this is a story all about how my life got turned, flipped upside down. I sat right there, and I went blind, and then I started doing a sword class. And I'm learning how to do German longsword, and I... thinking about wearing a helmet and doing a fight and making a sword fight time happening. And we're waiting on Kyle to get back. And I went to a barbershop and drank some soap. And not really, it was an old-fashioned. And I like old-fashions because they have whiskey. And it's like a big, being blind, I think that drinking whiskey is fun because it's not just like you get like the nose thing and it tickles your nose, and it's more than just a taste. You get a feeling too. Welcome back.
Yes, that was a good song.
Yeah, I was just kind of vamping, just kind of letting the people know that if they need any jingles written, maybe don't call me. They don't get oddly specific. I was thinking about that. It's like when you or me try to name stuff. Like, I'm really impressed with like how well you named your son. We're not gonna say his name, but like that, because like getting too kind of, or like playing trivia. What was I thinking of? It was like trying to figure something out like that. It's like we think too like we don't think linearly enough to like figure that kind of thing out, because like it's like thinking about how, like what people are thinking. Like your brain goes on too long of a tangent, or like the way my brain thinks isn't gonna be like something that's sane, because am I just like, am I making sense, or am I just
I don't follow what you said at all.
write in if you understood what that was.
A muse was upon you, and you were saying something, but
I was prophesying something. This is going to be the best podcast. My blood sugar's low. I just sang a song.
Tell me about the German longsword.
So I did a class about German longswording, and I realized how out of shape I was, but we're doing it, dang it. But yeah, so follow, like, just listen along. I've only done one class.
What'd you learn in that class? Is it a secret, or?
I mean, I learned the 4 strikes. Like, I'm sure there's more, but like I learned how to
tell me the 4 strikes. I want to know.
There's like the one is just like from right to left, like a downward slice. That's 1, and then the from left, like a downward slice from left to right, is 2, and then like an upward kind of like swing slice from bottom left to top right is 3. No, that's 4. Like, so right to left, from right to left up is 3, and left to right up is 4. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah, whatever.
I think if you visualize it, you can tell.
If you just close your eyes and hit yourself in the head really hard, you'll understand. But yeah, it's pretty. The long sword is like the everyman, like the jack of all trades, the master of none. I think it's pretty interesting. Like it's a do it all. You can do it all, but like there are other weapons that specialize better. But you can fight. Like the whole longsword is a refined weapon for fighting. Because like the pommel, like even the pommel can be used to like bonk people, and like the cross guard had a spike where you can, like, once you can kill a guy with it, like, bah.
Take him out.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And the reason there's specifically German longsword, because there's like all throughout Europe there was longsword fighting, of course, but because the Germans had the printing press, Gutenberg. I mean, I was surprised to learn that Gutenberg wasn't an Italian name. Who would have thought? But because of the printing press and the availability of books in longsword, they kind of had more. It's easier to study because there's more books.
Yeah.
And the little fact too is, like, there used to be in duels and stuff. Like, you can go to the magistrate and be like, I'm gonna duel this guy, and then you get like the thing, and then you go and you have to learn how to do the longsword, and it's like you would. The reason they needed the longsword books is because anybody could say you were the master longswordman, and then so they would teach you, but like, and then take all your money. You would go and die in a duel, and the fake longsword dueler would just split. And it's not like you could go get your money back because you're dead.
So people have been grifting people since.
Yeah, humans have been grifting other humans for a long time. But that's why they started the books, because people were like, "Oh, yeah, I'm the longsword master." And like,
sure.
Yeah, and like you wouldn't know until the duel, and then you would die, and then like they were like, "Oh, you're just a bad fighter." So I.
So did they talk about how the long sword is like shaped like in the? I think they talked about that before.
Um, I don't remember like.
Oh, because I think it's like the way the long sword is like kind of wide at the bottom and then kind of narrow. Was they used to do so many duels with long swords, like as they were refining the craft, that they would get worn down to like these skinny little like skinny little swords, and like as they went and dueled with them, they started getting more and more narrow. So like the battling like wore them down. So then they started making them like that for the.
Uh, Maybe. I mean, I'll have to when I go back. I'll have to ask, but it's not gonna be for a while. I'm planning on starting off by doing 2 classes a month, and then as I get my own money, I'll just be there every day. I'll be like the best longswordman there ever was.
Yeah, that's all right.
I I, I was talking to Blakely about it. This unknown man named Blakely. He was saying, I don't think like he was saying, like it's going to be hard for you to find a sparring partner because nobody wants to beat up a blind guy.
That's good. That'll make you the master. You'll be the master.
Well, yeah, like the School of Hard Knocks, like. But I put the fencing helmet on, like the fencing mask on, and I could see as well as I can and normally. So like.
You could see blobs.
Yeah, I can see your arm that has a sword in it, and I can, just kind of figure out that there's a long sword coming at me. Like, maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna start by doing the drills a lot and like get my form down really well, and then start sparring. And hopefully I can maybe get some glasses or. That's my next goal. I'm gonna get some like Coke bottle goggles or something. Be fine.
Be all right.
We've gone way off the rails on this podcast.
Well,
I keep forgetting that we're recording because I'm not like sitting in the chair wearing the mic and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, you're not in the normal thing. It's been pretty good though. I mean.
Wow, this might be better quality than our regular show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we can do this. I'm glad we know we can do this remote. Just.
That's right.
Whenever. Just the bad weather we were having. Dang old.
Which we had the bad weather, but then it kind of ended, and I was like, I could have just went and got him, but
no, because at that point it would have been like, magically there are hurricanes hitting now. You'd be out like in the truck, like trying to get home. My wife and kid. Like you'd see me on a bike. End up in Munchkin Land.
There we go.
Very good. So Denny's. We're talking about
Denny's.
This year, Denny's is 70 years old.
Wow.
So it's pretty timely that we're talking about it because this is, in July, it's going to be the 70th year of operation. So that's a little fun time fact to be having.
That's cool.
For the listeners of the pod. I know everybody's like, this is probably the most boring podcast, but Just put us on to talk while you're cleaning the house or, driving to work. You won't feel like you're stuck in traffic. You're just chatting with the boys.
Chatting with the boys.
Very good.
That's right.
How long have we been doing this? I know I think I asked.
Professionalism. We've been on here for 50 minutes.
Word. See, this flew by. What an adventure we've been on.
It typically does fly by.
Oh yeah.
Got any new music recommendations?
Not necessarily new, but Hosier is putting out some stuff on March 22nd.
March 22nd.
It's called Unheard, and so that's gonna be pretty good. It maybe just be like live versions or something, but Unheard releases on March 22nd, so that'll be nice.
Yeah. Unison.
Do what?
I was gonna say Rainbow Kitten Surprise, RKS, is gonna have a new album in, I think, May.
Oh, very good. Chandler, if you're into the rap scene, the guy named Chandler has put out a new single, I think. He put out a new single, so that's pretty good. I think Little Dicky is getting ready to release some new music.
There we go.
Or he already has. I watched it. He was on that show, like that radio show where like they go and freestyle.
Yeah.
And he did a really good flow on that. I was really impressed. It was pretty good, and I was like, I wish I could do that. Like, I wish I had that mastery of the English language just to go and make a rap flow. A lot of people talk down on rap, but I think it's a valid form of the art and the good use of the English language.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I was listening to another podcast. I don't want to bring up other podcasts. That seems classless. But the Insane Clown Posse was on there, and I'm like, these guys aren't so bad.
Are you gonna be a juggalo soon?
I mean, slow down. I'm not necessarily gonna be a juggalo, but like the two juggalos are, I think, the main. I don't like Shaggy and Killer J or whatever their names are.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny guys, and they talked about like.
If you were gonna paint your face like a juggalo, how would you paint it?
Like the triangles here and like.
No, because they all have like the different face paint, right?
Look, it wasn't a podcast about juggalos. They were just on there watching TikToks and like talking about a double soul shaman and. Talked about how they were considered a gang, and at first they were like, "That's cool," but then they were like, "Oh, we got to do something about this."
Yikes!
Or they watched the thing where a guy was mad because he got his face tattooed like a juggalo, and he says like, "Oh, it's hard for me to get hired now. Like, how dare the juggalo guys? Like, and so how dare the ICP tell me to do this?" And they're like, "We didn't tell you to do that. Like, screw you and your tattoo." That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, so music. I haven't been able to listen to a lot of music. It's that time of year. So I go through cycles. Kind of like, I haven't been listening to a lot of music, but I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and audiobooks.
Well, you got any audiobook recommendations? You got any?
I mean, go out and listen to the Dresden Files. That's pretty good. A lot of books there. They're short little reads. There's currently, I think, 18 books, and there's some like filler books, and Audible does it like 0.5, or like 0.1, like in between books. Well, it's like some spin-off books that are pretty good if you're looking for a series to read. The Wheel of Time, of course. I mentioned that, I think, in the first episode. I'm on book 11 of 16, and it's been a pretty good read. Shout out to Robert Jordan, and by extension, Brandon Sanderson. He's
Good.
like king of the nerds.
He finished the series, right?
Yeah, because Robert Jordan passed away, but Brandon Sanderson took the mantle up, and from I've been talking to Mom and Kirk and all about it, and they like they agreed that he did a good job, and I mean Robert Jordan left extensive notes,
Yeah.
so he just took the mantle up and put it together. So yeah, give that a check out, give that a little read. Kurt, we got an AI to read the first Harry Potter.
I started listening to that.
What'd you think about it?
It's kind of like off-putting at first, but
Yeah,
then
well, once you like get used to it, you're like, yeah, this isn't bad.
yeah, like when like because the way J.K. Rowling writes like stuttering, it's like letter then word. So like
Yeah.
the AI will be like S stutter like oh
It's. I mean, granted, this isn't a person reading it, so.
yeah
But it's. I mean, I'm used to that kind of robotic voice because I have like Siri and my screen reader, and I'm like, it doesn't bother me. But like, I can get how it's kind of off-putting because I'm just like, I'm used to a robot telling me what the screen says. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's still like the story itself. So
yeah.
I mean,
And how far in are you? Because like once Hagrid starts talking and stuff, and the way Rowling writes that, like it kind of helps the mindless robot have a little bit more characterization to it,
yeah, I
and like, and it could be just me being having like pareidolia and like anthropomorphizing an artificial intelligence, but it's pretty good little time.
yeah, pretty good little quick little listen.
Yeah, it only takes. I mean, I finished it in a day, so
That's your entire job is listening to podcasts and stuff.
well, you're right, but you didn't have to call me out like that on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Well, dang, dude, you wanna?
No,
What else?
we got 3 minutes. We gotta just vamp for 3 minutes.
Hey, oh, okay. Well, I'm just trying to wrap it up. Kind of wind down. Um, do you have your lucky pool hall ads ready?
Yeah, I got a few ads ready. Here we go.
Let's lay them on me, brother.
Okay, let me pull them up here. Let's see. Um, which ones haven't I read?
you kind of done them rapid fire, so I don't know.
Let's see. Lucky's Pull Haul from the makers of Dayquil Now, offering Hobbit cough syrup, biscuits and jam bed. Or, oh, so sorry. So there's Dayquil, NyQuil, biscuits and jam and bed quill, first breakfast quill, tiny sausage time quill, second breakfast quill, 11's is quill, luncheon quill, third breakfast quill, a nice stroll with a piece of cold chicken quill, tea nap cape quill, dinner quill, soupsies quill, supper quill, night lunch quill, midnight snack quill, moonlight sandwich quill, and night quill.
Very good.
Yep. Big Dick's lipsticks for macho men.
I
Fishnet for men.
think you said that one before.
Yeah. Head, shoulders, knees, and himbos.
Very good.
Brought to you by Pride Month. Now offering Pride good ass tacos. Where we're putting the anus and gayness.
Oh, should have saved that one for June.
Yeah, and then this is brought to you by July 1st. Rainbow's got to go.
Very good. I think these are a picture into your mental health. Like, what was he thinking at this time? Like, just look at the Lucky's Pool Hall ads.
Brought to you by threatening new dads about how much having a kid sucks. Wife with kid, your life is shit.
Well, what do you think about that? What do you think? It seems like you enjoy being a dad. So
far, it's pretty baller being a dad. It's pretty good.
Maybe that's the secret. Is like they're it's gonna suck. Actually, it's not that bad.
Yeah, all the dads. We've decided as a group.
Yeah.
This is the
You
cutting.
just keeping coffee.
Yeah, no coffee for you because you're not a dad, and also being a dad's kind of fun.
But don't tell anybody.
But don't tell anyone. You gotta make sure nobody wants to do it because then it'll be less fun.
And everybody will be doing it.
Yeah. Ugh. There'll be too many people.
Yeah, too many dads.
Being a dad has kind of made me start watching things differently. Like,
Yeah.
I watch The Simpsons differently now.
Yeah.
And
And man, that Homer guy is really smart.
Homer, like, All in the Family, or what's the one where they're in San Francisco?
I don't know.
No,
You could say
yeah.
that one episode. I would believe you.
It makes you watch shows differently.
Very good.
I identify with, like, identify the dad and Bluey. I'm like, hell yeah, that's my man.
You know what I saw? A little. I know we're like, getting off another tangent right before we end the podcast, but it's fine. So, but Bluey, the dad is an archaeologist because he is like a dog and finds bones.
Yeah.
And his mom is an airport worker because like to sniff, like being like an airport dog.
Yeah.
So like it's like just really, who would have thought that a kid's show is? I mean, it seems like pretty obvious, but like that level of detail isn't always.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I just knew you were a fan, so I wanted.
I'm a big Bluey fan. Yeah.
I probably could have told you that off the podcast, but we needed some filler.
Yeah, it's all right. We've hit an hour.
Hey yo.
We gotta say the obligatory like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't done that yet, go ahead and hit the button subscribe. And also, the one rule that we have on the $7 podcast is to go out and tell 2 friends about the podcast, creating a pyramid-like structure. We're not a pyramid scheme, but we need to create a pyramid-like structure, wherein we're at the top, and then it all trickles down below us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Because if we succeed, you succeed.
That's right. So you have a good one. See you next week.
Yeah, very good.
Yep.
And also make sure you watch out for the $7 peep show.
There we go. All right.
And do you want to announce your other pod coming up? Or?
Oh yeah, look out for Happily Ever Matlock. It's me and my wife talking a little bit more about a little bit more family friendly stuff, just being new parents and talking about life.
Loving life, living, laughing, loving.
Yeah.
Changing a diaper or two.
Hell yeah.
Very good. Well, peace out, homie.
Peace.
Bye.